Hello, I'm here again, and most important, my friend Google Pixel 7 Pro is here too. So it's time to compare these three guys: Pixel 7 Pro, Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra and Oppo Find X5 Pro. And the major difference between these three is the CPU. Here we have Google Tensor G2 CPU, here we have Exynos 2200, and here we have Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. So let's throttle them and compare which one will throttle first and how long will last these three CPUs. So we can just start the CPU throttling and check all these devices. Number of threads, let's leave it for 20, let's put it 15 minutes. Alright, my temperature gun is here, let's check the temperatures before we start. 23.5, 24.0, and Oppo Find X Pro 22.5. So they are cooled down, we can just start and test. Let's do this. Alright, after one beer, these tests are ready. Let's check the temperatures. So you can see the temperatures. I just forgot to enable the temperature here on Pixel 7 Pro and S22 Ultra. It's showing only on the Oppo. It's 53 degrees Celsius. But from what we check, we know that these degrees are not very close to truth, but you can see the results and you can see what's happened here. Tensor G2 is throttling a lot. It's throttling at the beginning and it is consistent almost till the end. Here we have one loop which is going very down. Here the Exynos 2200 is throttling also. Consistent in throttling, it's throttling all the time, but not so much as here on the Tensor G2, which is throttling almost to 70%. Here it is throttling a little bit more, almost 80%, and you can see here the best performing device is Oppo Find X Pro with Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, which is very hot CPU, but at least it's doing a great job with thermal throttling. It is almost consistent. It is starting at 100% and drops to 85 or something, but it is consistent to the end. So 15 minutes loop here looks like this. It is in green. Here we have some reds, not so bad. It is dropping almost to 65%, and here it is also dropping for the Exynos 8 Gen 1 is doing great job. Here for the Exynos we have an average score, and here we have a below average score for the Tensor G2. Here we have green, here we have green and yellow, here we have green, yellow and some orange. That's how these devices are performing. Google, Samsung and Oppo. I will just leave these devices for 5 minutes so they can cool down and we can move further with next test, which is 3D Mark Extreme Wildlife Stress Test, 20 minutes stress test, which will completely smash these devices. Oppo Find X Pro, I tried almost 10 or 15 times this test on it, but it never finished the test. It is just overheat and stop the test. We'll check it today because before 2 or 3 days I receive a stable version, or at least Oppo claims that, of ColorOS 13. Here we also have the stable version of MIUI 5, and here guys, keep in mind that I am using a beta of Android 13, the latest beta. And also I have 2 SIM cards inserted here on this Pixel 7 Pro, so keep in mind that. Alright, these guys were for 5 minutes in the fridge and I think they are cooled down enough. Let's check it. Yes, 23 degrees for the Pixel, 25 for the Samsung and 25 for Oppo. So I think they are ready for the smashing test. 3D Mark wildlife extreme tests. I will go for another beer and we'll come back after 20 minutes to check if one of these devices is exploded or not. Alright, let's do this. Alright guys, results are ready, or at least some of them, because you can see what's happened here. Again, Oppo can't finish that test. This wildlife stress test is the real enemy for Oppo and Xiaomi devices. Don't know why. Probably it's the real enemy of 8 Gen 1, because this CPU is very hot. But we have two finishers. Let's check their results. And about the results, do they really matter in the real life? Probably not, but I will leave the conclusion to you. So let's start. Pixel 7 Pro and S22 Ultra. Oppo again just fails in the test. And we have here a little surprise. Stability here is 76% and here it is 57%. Best loop score is 7521 and here best loop score is 6508. Lowest loop score here, it is not so low as here, 288, and here we have 947. Let's just swipe up. Let's check the performance range. Of course, the previous result leads to this. On a loop 1 and loop 20, here we have 19 loops. So Pixel 7 Pro and Tensor G1 make one loop more, and you can see what's the performance range. It is better here. Here we have a bigger difference between the loop 1 and loop 19, and here we have a smaller difference between loop 1 and loop 20. Performance monitor, what's happening here? Battery is down here with 11% and here the battery is down with 10%. Temperature is from 25 to 39 and here is from 27 again to 39. Frame rate is here is from 90 FPS up to 48 and here is from 70 to 54. So better performance here for S22 because it goes up to 54 FPS. Probably 8 Gen 1 can go upper, but it just didn't finish the test. I don't know what happened with this Oppo device. It just never finished that test, and this is stable release, guys. It is not beta, it is not in test or something. This is stable final release of Android 13, ColorOS 13. So Oppo, please check that, because I think it's an issue. I think Tensor G2 is not so bad as everyone is claiming. I think it's doing a very good job. It is stable CPU, more stable than the Exynos 2200 and also more stable than the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. Sadly, I don't have here 8 Plus Gen 1, but these are the results and these are the devices that I have. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe my channel and like my videos. And of course, have a nice day.